Hello, and welcome to my series of videos on financial planning. My name is Ron Sweet, and I have been working in the financial planning and investing fields for a few decades now. There are many goals one can have for financial planning, such as saving for a down payment on a house, saving for a child's college education, or getting out of debt. But my focus in this series will be on planning for retirement. Much of what I will discuss can be applied to those other goals, but to keep the series manageable, let's limit our focus to planning for retirement. This series is broken up into short videos, each video hitting a specific topic I believe is important when planning one's financial future. Those topics are budgeting, risk management and insurance, taxes, establishing a portfolio management strategy, and then executing that portfolio management strategy. I will walk through my approach on each of these topics one at a time. I will often provide models I use in Excel, which I will make available to anyone who requests them. If you are not an Excel user, I recommend getting the basics of Excel and start using it as an excellent tool for retirement planning. I need to disclose that I am not a wealth manager by profession. My career has been primarily on the institutional side, creating and implementing strategies for large firms for their financial needs. I also managed a large 401k retirement plan for a major employer and was portfolio manager for several large mutual funds, so I have much training in the topics of wealth management. Wealth managers often have the CFP designation, which is Certified Financial Planner, and some may be CPAs, or Certified Public Accountants. I have my CPA, and I also have the CFA, which is Certified Financial Analyst. I also have other designations related to financial planning topics from my years working for insurance companies. There is much overlap in these topics covered by these designations. However, the one area I have not kept up to date is tax law. As such, taxes is one area I will keep my discussions at a very high level. Often, tax planning is the most important value added by a CFP or CPA over that a CFA can provide. And those with complex tax issues are probably smart to consult a CPA when constructing and executing their financial plans. Before getting into the first topic, I need to state that I have a somewhat negative view on the wealth management industry. I teach many university upper division courses covering the topics in this video series, and do have many students who have gone into wealth management. I try not to discourage them from the field, but I do want them going into the profession with eyes wide open to its ethical challenges. I am certainly not the only one with concerns about this industry. Some of the most famous superstars in the investing world have similar views. Individuals like the late and great Jack Bogle, the founder of Vanguard, Charles Ellis, Warren Buffett, and many others can be found discussing their concerns with this industry in videos on YouTube. My concerns with wealth management fall into four main areas: incentives, conflicts of interest, product complexity, and high cost. First, incentives. This is an industry that is structured to make the industry money, not to make its customers money. This industry has long fought being held to the fiduciary standard of care. The fiduciary standard means the company and its employees should put the client's interest first, before that of the company and its employees. This industry often prefers the suitability standard, which simply means the type of product they are selling could make sense for a client in a similar situation, even if the particular product they are selling is not the best for the client, is not well designed, or is overpriced. That is, a horrible product can be pushed on the client as long as the firm can make the case a product of this type could make sense for the client. This is a very weak standard of care for the client. Second, and related, is conflicts of interest. Wealth management often provides commissions to its employees for selling its products. I believe one should never buy a financial product if the person selling it is receiving a sales commission. I do not believe it is possible to tell a sales representative that they will receive a $500 commission for selling product A, but only a $50 commission for selling product B, but to make sure they do what is best for the client. Sales representatives have families and their own financial needs. I strongly believe the huge differences in incentives will cause many, if not most, sales representatives to find some way to justify the product with the higher commission. And these incentives can be quite massive. There is one product sold by the life insurance industry that often provides commissions of 10% or more to the sales representative. If someone invests $100,000 in this product, and many invest much more than that, the sales representative can receive a commission of $10,000 or more. If they instead sold what I consider to be a far superior product, the commission might be only a few $100s. So you can see the incentives are quite skewed. Third, I have concerns about how complex many products are getting in this industry, especially those coming out of the life insurance industry. The life insurance industry has one major advantage over other investment firms, and that is the U.S. tax code. Life insurance products often provide excellent tax advantages, but those tax advantages is where the life insurance industry's advantages stop versus others in this industry. Life insurers are at a distinct disadvantage versus their competitors, such as mutual fund providers and brokerages, because life insurance is a much more expensive product to deliver. A product so much more costly to deliver that the higher costs often more than offset the tax advantages. These life insurance tax advantages can be provided just as well in very simple products, lower cost products, but products with much lower sales commissions, and so are not as aggressively sold as the more expensive, higher commission products. The life insurance industry has created some extremely complex and hard to understand products that are then hard sold by high commission sales representatives. I will get into this more later, but I am a big buyer beware advocate whenever one is dealing with the wealth management profession, and especially with products from the life insurance industry. Fourth, and closely related with all of the previous points, is high cost. I believe this industry creates overly complex products, charges too much for the products, but is able to still sell them by using aggressive commission-based sales representatives. So, how can you protect yourself from being taken advantage of by this industry? I have 3 recommendations. First, always ask and make sure you receive full disclosure on how the person selling to you is compensated. If they receive commissions that differ based on which product they sell, I would walk away from the encounter and do no business with that individual. For more complex products, I recommend avoiding them altogether. You can construct a very good financial plan without the need for any of these complex products. And finally, just keep it simple. We will talk about low-cost index products and low-cost insurance and banking products that are not just less expensive, but also consistently outperform the more complex, more expensive products. Keeping it simple is a perfectly reasonable strategy when dealing with an industry with this many ethical challenges. In the next video, we will get into building a budget.